Hey, what's up, guys? Good afternoon. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Today we got another stream with Microsoft Flight Simulator. Gonna share with you a few things that I've learned. I spent about easily 4 hours today configuring things, setting things up, getting views, looking at the camera system, looking at the drone system. Learned a lot, and we're going to get into some of it today, and hopefully maybe I can answer some questions for you as I'm learning this. The unfortunate thing about Microsoft Flight Simulator is that there's no manual that I can find. A complex piece of software like this with so many different planes and no manual. I guess there's a help function. I haven't really looked at that, but maybe I should look into see if there's a help. Actually, I haven't really seen the help on the screen here, and I mean, here we are in the welcome, and this is where we would have help, right? So there's flight training, right, which is fine, but there's no help. Help, like a help button. Help, like a question mark. Help. That needs to be implemented because, I mean, there's a lot of us in the flight simulator community that are sharing information, and that's great, but would really be helpful if we had a help program. Anyway, so today what I've got planned is we're going to go in the Cessna while we're chatting. So I'm going to go to, let's see, the Cessna here. The 172. I was flying not the CTSL. Is that the one I was flying, or which one was I flying? Yeah, I think that was the one I was flying. This guy here was pretty. It's a pretty cool little plane. I thought it was electric. It's not electric. This is the one I was flying. This guy. It's not electric. I'm not sure if this one is electric or not. I don't know. Anyway, we're not flying that one today. We're going to jump in the Cessna. Where the hell is it? The 172. Skyhawk with GPS. All right. Say hello in the chat, guys. Hopefully, you'll learn something today. So, there's a really cool. Let's see. We want to go at. I guess we go at 4 p.m. We'll go in the afternoon. So maybe we'll land during we'll leave at 4:40. It's going to probably be about an hour and a half trip. So we'll leave at 5. We're going to do a load because I figured out the way to upload a flight plan into Microsoft Flight Simulator's GPS. Now, it's not easy, and I guess it would work with the FMS as well. And I'm going to test that out. It's not easy, so it's not something I can just explain how to do. I'm actually going to make a video on it probably tonight, and hopefully drop that tomorrow. But this will show you, and it's not difficult to do, but it takes a little bit of time, manipulation, and you can create a plan in. Let me just show you here. You can create. I was able to create a plan in SkyVector. Okay, this plan here, and you can see we're going from Stroudsburg, PA, to Cape May. We're going to wind down the Delaware River here. Okay, it's kind of cool. It's very scenic. I would really want to see what it's like. There's a lot of cool little towns and stuff, and like New Hope and Frenchtown and a couple others. Some really cool area, the Delaware Water Gap. So it's a very scenic flight. But I wanted to test out how the GPS 1000 handles all these waypoints. Okay, so I was able to basically create this, and you'll see here. I'm going to let's see, close that out here. I was able to create that plan, and I now go to the world map page. I pick my plane. Okay, I go load, save. Okay, load, And here I have under missions, I think I have it under custom flight, under flight plan. You see Delaware River N53. I created this plan. Okay. Now there's a little bit of a not complicated, but there's a number of steps to do it, and it take you about 5 minutes. Hey Philip, how you doing? It'll take you about 5 minutes to do, but it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna make a video on how to do it. So just select that. It's got to be in a PLN folder file. Okay. And there's our trip. You can see all these little waypoints. Okay. It doesn't actually, it actually names them on the map. You can see I'm selecting them pens. Okay. Was it like 10 different waypoints? And then we're going to end up in Cape May. All right. So that's what we're doing today. Let's say flight conditions. We'll go with live weather. What the hell? Although it's probably going to be cloudy. So now let's go. Let's not do live weather. Let's do clear skies. A few clouds. Let's do a few clouds. All right, and close that. Yeah, so that's it. So now we just basically do fly. Now I was able to get. I'm now running in high. I think I was running in high before, but I had knocked some things back. I was actually able to kick it up to ultra even with my system, because what I was doing is I was flying. I had it set up for 14.4 because I have a 14.4 monitor, and what I've done is I've downscaled it to 1080p. You guys are seeing it in 1080p anyway. For me, the screen, I have a full screen, so it's a little, it doesn't look as good. It's kind, it's kind of spread out because it's 1080p on a 14.4 monitor, and I can't run it in windowed mode because it doesn't fit on. It's a whole bunch of things. So anyway, by obviously from going from 14.4 to 1080p, it's less pressure for the CPU. And this is I was really spent some time today like looking at utilization and stuff. And this is really a CPU heavy application. I mean, you think about it, there's a lot of computations, right? There's a lot of math that's being done by the CPU. GPU's handling all the graphics, the direct X12 stuff. But yeah, so there's a lot to it. Sorry, give me 1 second. 1 second here. Yeah, so there's a lot to it, and by downscaling, I was able to get much better response from the graphics, as you can see here. Okay, this is high. Now, what I did learn here is you got to wait a little bit. It's loading graphics now, at least on my system. That's why it looks like. There you go. Okay, so I gotta set a couple things up here. Let me just see here. I just got an error. Are you guys seeing my stream? Am I streaming here? Hold on, just check here. Okay, cool. Anyway, good. So yeah, so I learned a lot about that. I just need to check. I need to set some things here. So I'm going to set my views. So this is going to be Control 0. This is Control Alt 1. Control Alt 2. Control Alt 3. Control Alt 4. And I'd like to, hold on. 6, and that'll do it. Okay, so let me just go, just make sure this is working. Hey, Pavich, how you doing? Give me 1 second here. I just got to take care of something. All right. For some reason, I'm not. Just make sure. Let me see what's going on here. Give me 1 second here. Okay, cool. All right, good. All right, so basically, I was able to downscale and fly much better. And I'm just looking at my CPU utilization here. I'm running about 68% on my CPU, and I'm running about 64% on the GPU. So I can push ultra in some planes, in some areas, but it is a little choppy. Now, sometimes it might be a little bit choppy here on the takeoff, but then it kind of smooths out as the graphics get loaded. So, you know, and I'm also streaming here, so that might have an effect. Yeah, so I learned a lot in the last 4 hours. Let me get up in the air here. So as you can see, let's see, we'll put our flight plan here. Let's go to instrument panel. So we got our flight plan there. We're gonna show you here. There's all the waypoints. Let's just zoom in here and you can see them. There's all those waypoints. Okay. It's like I said, it's kind of a complicated process. I'm gonna make a video on it. So if you guys are interested in having the ability to do that, we'll be able to do it. Okay. All right. So today we're in the Cessna. We're flying out of East Stroudsburg. We're going to fly through the Delaware water gap. I'm going to hand fly it until we get past the water gap, and then we'll head out down the Delaware River. All right, so it should be fun. All right, flaps to 1. We're going to set our altitude to let's see, what are we going? 1,000. We'll go 1,700. All right, so we're gonna go. Let's see, nav, vertical speed, and we'll go up 400 feet. We'll take a nice leisurely climb up. Okay. Everything's on. Everything's looking good. I still haven't figured out how to put the Garmin in heads up mode. Anyway, so let's get in the air here. Put our flaps to 1. I also got my yoke and my pedals set up, so it's much easier for me now. All right, we got 31. We're looking for 50, I believe, 55. Although that see that pretty smooth for high graphics. It's a little choppy on the takeoff once you get, because you're going through the trees or whatever. So I'm going to trim her up here, get the flaps up. She's flying heavy. there's Delaware Water Gap. So I'll tell you now, right now I got 74% utilized. Oh. 74% on the CPU and 50% on the GPU. Not bad. Get those flaps up. Should have had them up before. Oh, I hope I have enough gas. I forgot. I hope maybe I can load gas mid-flight. I don't know if I can or not. But I forgot to put gas in her. I got a half a tank. Cessna doesn't use a lot of gas. If we have to, we got to land for gas. We'll land for gas. Isn't that beautiful? Check out those clouds. No, but I will try that, Pavich. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I got to get my views down. The views are just, we're starting to get there. Like, that's what I like. I like to be able to see the nose of the plane. That's what I like. Because I feel like if I could see the nose of the plane, then I'm not blind, you know. All right, let's level her out a little bit here. Fly right through the gap. That just looks beautiful. I have the I have the latest Microsoft up. You mean? I'm not sure which update you're talking about. For Windows, I do. I have the latest Windows update. Oh, do you live up here, Pavich? Hey, let's do this. Let's do an active pause here. Wow, look at that. There's the Delaware Water Gap. That's beautiful. All right, so I think somewhere here is my screenshot. Oh, I see, in real life. All right, my screenshot, I think, is once I get past the gap here. So let me get past the gap, and then I'll pause it and get my screenshot for the stream. So much better having my yoke configured. So much better. We'll talk about that in a second. How the story about how I got that all together. Let me see if that's a good shot. Now we'll fly a little bit more. Oh, you meant the viewpoint? Yes. No, the yoke is not force feedback. No, it's a CH Products yoke. Now I'm nice and level, but I got my trim set up so I can trim it out nicely. Yeah, 1080p. I'm doing it 1080p. Which is much better. All right, I just want to make a little turn here and see if we can get a good shot here. Oh, that would be good. Now I gotta turn her more. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me, guys. Let me get my shots here. All right, one of those will do. All right, I don't need that anymore. I have to pause. Okay, cool. All right, so now we're past the gap. So let me get that autopilot on. Now, this is what I don't like, how it crazily tries to get back to. That's a little better. All right, let me catch up here. It's not force feedback. You know, Magic Meeks, I'm not looking at FPS. You know, I kind of learned a long time ago with flight simulation, it's more about the experience than about the FPS. You know, you're always chasing a higher frame rate. I doubt, I'm probably getting close to 60, I would say, because there's not a lot of stuttering. It's probably not a solid 60. Yeah, I remember those those older force feedback. Now what are we doing here? Why aren't we? That's weird. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. It's going to pick up this. Waypoint, get us back to the river. I could show you the VFR map. The river's over here, So we're kind of gonna cut across the valley here. But if we look out to the left there, that's Upper New Jersey, I guess. Well, actually, we're over Pennsylvania now. You got a Warthog. I don't like flying GA with a stick. I just don't. I know some people love the stick. I just don't like the stick. Oh yeah, DCS is awesome. Do you fly in VR, Magic? See if we can get some wind information here. Yeah, we got a little bit of wind. It's not too bad. So here's some cool views that I got set up here. Isn't that cool? Yeah, now these are fixed views, okay? That you have to set up. I mean, you can't like set them up yourself. And then for some reason I have a hard time using to get back into the cockpit, so I have to go here and go cockpit, and then just go cockpit, and then go pilot position. It is nice, isn't it? All right, so we're following our GPS track very nicely here. Isn't that great? I didn't have to enter any of these. Let me just show you I didn't have to enter any of these waypoints. I just basically cut and paste, did a little editing. There's a little program you can use, and you're able to enter them all in there, which is awesome. Num1. Yeah, that's what I've been using, and is it Num1? See, I don't have a numeric keypad. You know what? I could set that up. I'll remember that, Num1. But I have like a separate thing on my iPad that I'm using. I'm gonna do a video on that too. But I have like a whole separate thing on my iPad that enables you to control like pretty much everything in the program. I love the head shake. Look at that, man. You're getting a little. I mean, you know, we've got. Let's see, we've got a 3-mile crosswind, 4 mile. That's a little windy. 4 mile crosswind, 3 mile headwind. So, you know, we're kind of making our way that way. Beautiful. Just a beautiful place. Look at that. I mean, the trees alone, the way the trees look alone, I'm hoping that they look this good in VR. Well, it's going to run on the reverb if you've got a fast enough computer. So I've actually got a reverb on order, and I'm gonna upgrade my CPU. I'm gonna get a i7-10. I changed my mind. Someone was on here yesterday. I forget, Spencer, and made a suggestion, and I looked into it. I'm gonna get an i7-10. 10700K, which is it's a 490 Z490 chip, and I'm going to get a new motherboard. I'm going to upgrade my computer, and that should give me like 50% improvement in CPU. Actually, more than that, like 60%, which will be insane because I'm going from 4 cores to 8 cores, and then so basically it's probably close to double. It's an incredible difference. And then I'm going to stick with the 1080 Ti, and because that is like it's a second level up for the reverb. We'll see how it goes. But at least I'll have a platform that if I need to upgrade to a 10, I really don't want to buy into the 20 series. See, we're starting to get some stuttering here. I'm not sure why that is. It could be just download, a lot of reasons. And then all of a sudden it'll stop and it'll run smooth. I've also found that the Pavage, it's about $400. We went for the i5. Yeah, I'm going to go with the i7. The 10700. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're getting all this chop. So a couple things that I found. So, all right, first of all, I was able to set up the CH products. It's not hard to do, okay? You basically go in and you select, you select the button. It's pretty simple, but unfortunately there's no manual on how to do it, right? I may make a quick video to show people how to do it, but actually, Belgio posted something on the VR Aviators group, and also I think in the X-Plane group, on how to configure like flight controllers. Okay, so if you look on VR Aviators group, you'll find it there, or on the one of the Microsoft Flight Simulator groups. But there is a way to do it. There's a Steam issue. If you order through Steam, it helps you get your controllers configured. Now we're back to smooth again. So maybe it was loading some scenery, not sure. Okay, so I got the flight controllers configured, and that makes things so much better, okay? I talked about going from Ultra to 1080 to 1080p, which made a huge difference. Oh, the drone. So let me see if I can get the drone go. So if I go outside here, if I go to toggle drone cam. Oh shit, it's not working. Oh, hold on. There we go. Now I should have the drone going here, so let's see if I can get the drone going. Nope, it's flying the plane. Some reason, okay, let me see if I can get the drone going. Hold on. Drone is disabled. Weird. Alright, well, I'll have to fix that. Yeah, I think the 1070 Ti is going to be weak for the reverb too. I mean, you could run it on half resolution. It should be fine on half resolution. But maybe not with FS20, you know. Well, I'm not flying with an iPad. I'm using an iPad to control some functions. Let me just close this flight plan here. Yeah, so one thing I found out that when you configure the Xbox controller to control the drone cam, for me, every time I did it, even though I saved the settings and quit and came out, it lost all my settings because I changed a couple of settings on it, and for some reason, like that right there, I had removed all the settings for the Xbox controller except the drone, but now it's back to flying the plane with the Xbox controller. So that's a problem that has to be fixed. I mean, these fixes are going to come, you know. I would imagine like within the next, you know, 30 days, we're probably going to see some pretty significant fixes. I hope we see a manual. I really do hope we see a manual. So that right now we're flying super smooth. So what's the difference? Maybe it was downloading a bunch of scenery? I don't know. Yeah, some there. You would think that the integration with the Xbox controller wouldn't have a problem, but I've had some problems with it. But that's okay. I'm sure they'll iron it out. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The belly cam. See a little ground shadow right there? And now we're back in and I can't get into oh crap. There's our turn. Look at that. All right, so I still have some work to do with the cameras. Still have a little work to do with the cameras. They're a little quirky. I gotta say, they're a little quirky. So here's the feature that I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that, hey, Fran3, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by again. Appreciate it. Here's one feature that I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for the ability to, like a virtual GoPro, right? So basically you can have a cam and you can mount it anywhere you want on the plane. You can mount one on the wing, you can mount one on the top of the cabin, you can mount one on the dash looking at the pilot, and they give you like 3 or 4 of them, okay? And those will be basically views, right? But it'll be like a, you know, like a vlog view or something like that. You know, that's because that's when you watch the aviation, the guys are doing general aviation on YouTube, that's what they're doing. So it'd be really cool to be able to, like, you know, set up a camera like up here, right? And set up a camera like, you know, on the dash, like looking forward. Kind of a cool feature. I mean, I guess the fixed cam, which is, you know, already there, and actually there's a fixed cam inside the cabin. I'm going through this. That's fixed cam. This is fixed cam 1, fixed cam 2. These are pre-set up. 3, 4, 5, and that's it. There's 5. Oh, hold on. There's 7. Wait. 8, 9, and there's no 10. There's no 6. I guess that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a nice shot right there. 8, 9, and 10. Go back to the pilot's view. Yeah, see, now we're nice and level. All right, so I'm gonna like kind of see if I can cut back on the fuel consumption here. So I'm trying to make it there on 10 gallons. We'll see. I got 62 minutes to go. I got an hour with 10 gallons. We shall see. I might have to make an emergency landing. Okay, there's, oh, what happened? I went off my waypoint. Why did that happen? That's not good. Look right here, see that? It's off course. Autopilot is still on. Everything is still on, but for some reason it didn't pick up the waypoint. That's not good. We're off course. All right, so there's a flaw. There's a flaw. So I'm going to write that down. So, waypoint. Now we're, oh, that's weird. That was strange. All right, I'm going to take a video of that so I can remember that. That was weird. So like it was going off course and then it picked up the waypoint, which is kind of odd. Now we're going to pass Philadelphia. Kind of cool. How does the video look on the stream? Just curious. So the one thing I wanted to talk about was, I'm sure a lot of you folks know. It looks good? All right, awesome. Thank you. You can't, you really have to understand that, thanks Philip. You really have to understand, and I'm sure, and most of you guys I'm sure understand, that when you get involved with a program like a flight simulator, it's not plug and play. It's just not, right? It's not plug and play. It's, you know, there's a lot to it, especially this one, and there's no manual. So there's going to be things that you're going to find out about it that you have to figure out, okay? And, you know, because I see a lot of people on, you know, in groups and Facebook and stuff that are like complaining, you know, because this isn't right and that isn't right, you know, and in some cases they're trying to, you know, run in high mode with a potato, which isn't going to work, right? That's gorgeous. I wonder what this is right here. Right, that's not going to work. And in other cases, you know, they don't understand that, you know, flight simulation is a learning curve. There's definitely a learning curve to it. Like I will tell you that nothing was automatic about setting up the controllers. It wasn't hard to do. It took about 10 minutes to do it, but I had to make sure the sensitivity was right, and I had to test it out with planes to make sure. Because when I left the sensitivity at, you know, 0, it was like crazy. I had to drop to like -70 to make it, to get it so it flew right. So there's even, and with the graphics there was experimentation, you know, like I had to like lower some things or, you know, change some things to get things working properly. And it's, you know, the good news about flight simulation is that there's a great community around it, and when you have questions and stuff, let's see if it picks up this waypoint. Yeah, they have some work to do in the G1000. See that? Look, it's basically not following the track. See that? Now, that looks to me like at our 11 o'clock, that looks like Trenton over there. So we should fly by there, I think. It is a tweaking hobby, that's correct. Unless you want to, like, you know, plug and play and, you know, well, there is no, you're right, there's no plug and play. If you want plug and play, then you get like one of those games like, what's that, one of those World War II flight simulation games that isn't really realistic. If you want something like X-Plane 11 or P3D or DCS or this, it's there's a learning curve to it. I want to fly down here. I'm gonna take now, here's one thing that should happen. When I hit the trim, it should take GPS off, and it doesn't. That's got to be fixed. Okay. All right, let me get. Now I'm kind of like. I got 10 gallons. All right, let's take it off here. No, I'm not going to do a barrel roll in this plane. It doesn't have the speed, man. It doesn't have the speed. How you doing, Jack Mack? Thanks for joining. I'm going to fly a little low and slow, though. See if I can figure out where we are. I think this is... I want to say that's Trenton over there. Yeah, because there's KTTN right to our. You can see it on the map. Let me show you. Right here. Oh crap! That's Trenton Airport right there. So we're flying near Trenton here. So we're gonna probably pick up a little bit of. Sluggishness because it's building some buildings out. Yeah, we don't have the power to do a barrel roll in this. No, it's not a dam. It's supposed to. It's really a bridge. Yeah, see, we're getting some sluggishness here because it's drawing all those buildings. See, this is my CPU. If I look at CPU utilization here, I'm at 100% right now. I'm at 100%. So it's drawing a shitload of stuff right now. The CPU is absolutely pegged right now. That's not good. So that tells you right there. Yeah, it's all the trees, exactly. I'll tell you, trees are the secret, like an X-plane. I was able to really improve utilization and frame rate in X-plane by just I got rid of all the trees. I have this little thing I put in, just gets rid of all the trees, and you can find it on X-plane org, and that made a huge difference. I'm talking about like 10 frames per second, which is a lot, right? So here's an interesting thing, like if I put it back on autopilot, It's going to make a beeline. Yeah, it's coming in the internet. It's coming from the internet, but it's the seat. That's not the bottleneck. The bottleneck is my CPU. Well, I'm going to stall this out.
Stall.
Whoa! Why am I going to?
Stall. 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 Stall.
Yeah, see, this plane does not operate. Like, I instinctively hit the trim there. I gotta trim this out. Okay, there we go. Now, for some reason the altitude's now at 1900. I didn't have it set at 1900. I had it set at like 1600 or something like that. I gotta trim this thing out. All right, there we go. Okay, let me just, what are we flying at here? Let me get my altitude. All right, let's, plane is fighting me. They have some work to do on the autopilot system and the GPS. There's no doubt about that. It acts in a very funky way. It's not, you know, it's not what certainly not what I'm used to. Like if I put autopilot back on here. Oh, I don't want to do that. Hold on. I'm just gonna stall again. So let's do vertical speed. Now, why is it climbing? Why is it climbing? Yeah, you can, the FS Economy client. The what do you call it? The FSX client works with it. There's some tweaks you got to do, but it definitely works with it. Start smacking buttons. Yeah, well, that's not a wise thing to do in a plane. You know? Kind of a hazy day today. Alright, so now I should be able to set altitude. Altitude hold. And it should hold 1700. Now it should get me back on track. Let's just see what it does. It's going backwards. What? It's so weird. No, I haven't tried a procedure. I just got this to work, but I mean, oh, I see what it's doing. It's going back to this waypoint here. What? Is that on my... Oh, it's going back to Tasu. Oh, I know what I could try to do. Well, I don't want to take my eyes off the sky here because I can't trust that this plane is going to function properly. So now it's going to pick up Tasu. Okay, I see what it's doing. Yeah, it's just not... I mean, I guess that was probably right. Yeah, I'm okay. I got 10 gallons. I should be able to make it. It's a Cessna. It doesn't burn that much. How much? Let's see. How close are we here? Still got about an hour. Well, if I have to land somewhere, I'll land somewhere else. But yeah, the GPS and the autopilot, it's gotta be fixed. There's a number of things here. Like, I mean, I'm not asking for checklists in the G1000, which would be optimal, but you know, just the basic functionality stuff would be, you know, helpful. But I think those fixes will come over time, you know. But I have not tried procedures. I understand that they do work. I think before you joined, Fran, I mentioned that I found a way to create a flight plan in SkyVector and convert it into a PLN file and load it into Microsoft Flight Simulator into the GPS. Now, I did that here with the G1000. I got to check it with the Citation Longitude jet, which is a really awesome jet. That has a 5000 in it. I got to see if that works, and then I'm going to check it with one of the airliners to see if I can get it into the FMS. And if that's the case, it's pretty cool because you can create a complete flight plan and just have the files and upload them in. Because that's how I do it with X-Plane. I create flight plans, convert them, put them in a folder, and because I fly a lot of missions on FS Economy and a lot of the same missions, and this way, boom, I just pop it in and it's in the GPS. So I'm going to do a video on how to do it. Just once I test it out with, you know, the 3 different flight systems or the multiple flight systems. If it works on one, it probably will work on all of them, but I just don't want to, you know, I want to give accurate information. So within the next day or two, I'm going to put that video up. Check out those clouds. Up to Canada. Up north. I actually flew it. When I used to work for this company that was headquartered in Ottawa, way back when. There's Philadelphia at 12 o'clock. And I used to fly up on the company. Well, the CEO of our company, the founder and CEO of our company, had at the time he had a Cessna turboprop, and we used to fly into this airport in Ottawa, just north of Ottawa, I guess it was, called Carp. It was like this little airport that we used to fly into up in Canada. Yeah, X-Plane does not have clouds like this. Now, we're looking at them in 2D. I'm used to flying in 3D, but even 2D X-Planes clouds are pretty crappy. You know what I wanted to try is windshield effect. So maybe once we land in Cape May, we'll make it rain. And we'll take off in the rain from somewhere. We'll pick a place and we'll take off in the rain. Let's do that. Make a note of that. I gotta make notes because I forget. Take off in the rain. That'd be kind of cool. I want to, because I really want to see the windshield effect. I see it's running completely smooth here. We've got a decent amount of buildings here, but now we're going to be coming into Passing Philly, I guess. I didn't turn off crash. No, I didn't. I tell you what, yesterday I was flying, where was I flying? Oh, Augusta, near Augusta National, in the smaller Diamond. Ooh, the icing effect, that'd be kind of cool. Do that in the Ti SC2 and check out the icing capability. But all of a sudden, the plane just started, and I looked back at the video because I took a video of it. The sim was stuttering wildly. I don't know, it got into this like stuttering mess, and the plane was just literally bouncing around. You know, like 30 feet, going up 30 feet, down 30 feet, up 30. Like it was ridiculous. And that, I think, I'm pretty sure that had a lot to do with the sim just crap in the bed there. So, all right, so coming up on Philadelphia here, we're gonna go right past it, so we should get a nice nice shot of Philly from 1,700 feet. Look at that cloud right there. That's pretty awesome. Right now it's doing okay. Let me see. See, right now we're at 74%. GPU's at 63, so 81, 86. It's going to 91. Now it's at 100. Now it's starting to, now it's starting to crank. It's not throttling yet, though. Let's get back in the plane here. Yes, the city of brotherly love. Hasn't been too brotherly there lately, though. I wonder how it got that name. I always wondered that. How did it get that name? I mean, that name is from, like, the 1800s or the early 1900s. I can't remember how it got it. There's another crappy bridge there. That's got the dam effect to it. CPU's running at 74, so we had a little blip there, but Masonic thing? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they had to fix these bridges, these dam bridges. Look pretty awful. But they did a nice job on the weather. Yeah, we're gonna go right past it. It'll be on our right. Yep, real weather live traffic, yep. There's the GoPro view. See the battleship down there with a tree on it? Right there? It's got a tree on it. There's a couple more ships with trees on them. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Yep, it's right ahead there. Oh, okay, we're going to stop right here. Take a look at the stadiums. Hold on a second. There's a little funky thing. What?
Stall.
That was weird. It didn't like, I haven't seen trains. I haven't seen trains. We're going to pass right over the airport. Oh, look down there to the left there. Hold on, let's go outside. There's a shipyard. Yeah, I was kind of stalling there as I put it in pause mode. There's the airport. Yeah, X-Plane has trains covered, I agree. Now we're a little low to be flying over Philly, but that's okay. Hey Ronald, how you doing? Yeah, Ben Franklin Bridge to the right. Yep, Walt Whitman Bridge. Not modeled very well, though. Yeah, was it a moving train? I didn't see it moving. I'm trying to remember if I've seen moving trains or not. I can't remember. So Philly Airport is AI generated. How we doing on fuel? All right, we're doing pretty damn good on fuel. I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it. We've got just about 10 gallons. We've got 40 minutes to go. How many miles? Well, 18 to the next stop here, but I think we're gonna be fine. If not, we'll either land on a what do you call it? On a road, or we'll figure out a place to land. I mean, you know, the frame rate is good when I can just smoothly move like that. I'm just like flipping the mouse around. Frame rates are pretty good when you can do stuff like that. Yeah, I must have turned it off. I must have turned it off. Let me see. Can I turn that on now? I guess I can. Let's see. Do I do that in here? I can't remember where the hell I do it. Camera, sound, traffic. Real time online. Okay. Real time online. Data. Real world air traffic is on. So I'm not sure why it's not. Maybe I turned it off for the flight. I might have turned it off for the flight. Yeah, there's got to be traffic around here. I probably turned it off for the flight. Look at this ugly bridge. Look at that. Because of the coof? What's the coof? Oh, there is a TFR. Yeah, but not down here. The TFR is in North Jersey. The TFR is around Scranton. I think it's for Biden. But there's no TFR. Look, I'll show you. There's a TFR here. That's Scranton. There's nothing. Oh, maybe there's a little one here. Oh, yeah, there is. Wilmington. That's, what's his name, too. So where are we? We're like right around here right now. So there's a TFR right here. Oh, COVID. No, there should be tons of people flying around here. What the hell is this over here? Strange modeling. It looks like a alien planet. I think we're going to make it on fumes, guys. Yeah, it's basically some strange rendering. Look, see that, these little spikes? It's just not rendering properly. Now it's starting to draw a bunch of shit. little bit of graphical artifacting. Yep. I don't want to take it off autopilot. I want to leave it on autopilot. I mean, I could go like this. Oh, you mean to see the pictures? Yeah. Yeah, it still looks good. But those strange buildings are not. 8 people. I don't think so, dude. We'll look in the back here. There's nobody here with me. Nobody there. Peanuts and Coke, yeah. No more peanuts because of peanut allergies, probably, right? Peanuts and a Diet Coke. Oh, here's a cool feature. I haven't figured out how to do this with a keystroke, but I'm sure there is a keystroke for it. But you can go to oh, let's go back here. Assistance. User experience? No, maybe it's under sound. Hold on. General sound. Communication select. You can use oh wait, no, sorry. Default headphone simulation. So applies a simulation of headphone acoustics that filter out external environment. Just turn it on. That's pretty cool. So when we go outside, it's pretty cool. It's a little quieter. That is an ugly bridge. All right, I'm going to see if I'm just looking at Trenton here. Get back here. I'm going to see if I can. 118275 is the AWAS, so let me see if I can pull that up here. 118. Are you serious? It's not working. Wait a second. I can't change the friggin' radio? Oh, maybe because I got ATC on. Let's see if I can turn on. Let's say I can change the COM 2. Can I select COM 2? Alright, so I can't even select COM 2? That's not cool. Usually you just press that button in and you select the other COM. So, boom. No. Okay. That works. The switch works. But it doesn't let me change the, doesn't let me use the other, oh. Did it change it, or did I change it? Oh yeah, I just changed it. Okay, so the radios don't work. Or at least I can't. Maybe it could be because ATC is, I don't think ATC is on. No, because all I got was this guy, right? Tune in Philly approach. That's a good question, Fran. I have not even looked into that. I'm going to add that to my list of things to figure out so I can remember that. Time compression. That's a necessary for for FS economy. Yeah. I like that feature too. Why can't I tune the radio? Doesn't allow me to tune the radio, so I can't get AWAS. That's messed up. Let me just see. I have some. That's messed up. Okay, well, if we have a problem, we can't call. We can't call in a Mayday. That's messed up. I just want to see one thing. General sound. Turn the master up a little bit. Turn the engines up a little bit. Miscellaneous up a little bit. So we hear a little bit more in the simulated headphones. That's messed up. You can't tune the radio. And you can't change. You can't go to the second one. Am I missing something? I'm using the mouse wheel. It's not working. All right, we'll have to get to the bottom of that. That's a problem. That's a problem. That means you can't fly real world. How are you going to do Pilot Edge if you can't do that? How are you going to do Pilot? Because Pilot Edge is coming out with a what do you call it? Client for it. Whoa, Donovan. Good to see you, man. How have you been? Glad to see that you're alive and well. Yes, it's great to see you too. I just figured out that this plane doesn't allow you to change the radio frequencies. You can't do it. You can't do it, and you can't swap. You can't even change to COM 2. Maybe you got to do it here. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Maybe you got to. Oh. COM 1 not in use. COM 2. I don't want flight following. I want. Yeah. That's a bummer. All right, how we doing on fuel? All right, we're steering the green. We should make it. Need some major tweaks. Some major tweaks. I'm thoroughly impressed, obviously, by the graphics. The flight modeling on some planes are okay. By far, my favorite right now is the SR22, which you have to have the high-end package to have. They definitely have some work to do with the G1000 and the autopilot. There's some strange graphical artifacts here and there. I'm sure they're hearing it. They probably have 500 reports, maybe more. I think I saw something yesterday that 35,000 people were playing. Were using. I don't like to say playing. We're flying and using Microsoft Flight Simulator last night. Did I say simulator? Simulator. 35,000. That's pretty wild. All right, now we're getting into the Delaware Bay here. See, we got our noise-canceling headphones on. That's the Delaware Bay. Ah, that's beautiful. We came all the way from East Stroudsburg down here. And now, since we have a lot of water and very few buildings, should have pretty smooth graphics. 73% CPU, 67% GPU. I think the headphones are a little too quiet. They need to be a little bit louder. You should be able to adjust the volume. They're a little too quiet. Like, if I was in a real Cessna and I had Bose noise-canceling headphones on, it would be louder than this. Because, you're sitting right next to that engine. The engine is literally, 14 inches away from you. A20s. Yeah, I haven't flown the A20. The Icon is really cool. I like the Icon. I really like the Citation Longitude. That jet is gorgeous. It's got a G5000 in it. I'm sure it's quirky, but it's a frame eater. I'm going to try to fly it next time I stream, maybe, in an area that, where there isn't a lot of buildings. Like a cross-country trip from, like, Ohio to, in Ohio or something. But nobody ever flies in Ohio. They always fly on the coasts or in the mountains, Oh, 820 headphones. Yeah, exactly. Right. Sorry, I didn't know that. That's what I don't have them, so I didn't know what they were called. Yeah, they're not this quiet. They should be. It should be a little louder. Speaking of sound, so and I don't mean to keep hitting negatives, but the other look out now. See how far off we went off the GPS track there? That happens constantly. So here's another example of that. So we'll, I want to make sure we document that here. Let me snip a video there. What was I saying? Sound. Yeah, someone is probably, yeah, the heading is off course because the GPS doesn't properly, or the autopilot doesn't properly know where all the magenta lines are. It just keep, it just, it doesn't stay on the magenta. Sounds. So I noticed in a couple of planes, single engine planes. Well, you can adjust the sensitivity on the rudders, but you're able to. I had to adjust it down to like minus 770. They have to work on the sensitivity. I totally agree. What I was gonna say was the sounds, like in that extra, what is the extra 300 or whatever it's called, that aerobatic plane. And this plane isn't too bad, but there's other planes where you could be running like high end at 80% or at 10% and the engine sounds the same. And that's kind of a problem because, like, those of us, I mean, I'm not a real world pilot, but flying in a simulator, trying to act like I'm a real world pilot, you need the feedback of the sound of the engine to know, things are right. Like if you're landing, I think this one's okay, or the SR22 is okay. But when you don't get that proper feedback from the engine, it's difficult to land, Yeah, you need to be able to hear stuff. Look at the Delaware Bay. The expansive Delaware Bay. So are you still flying in VR, Donovan? You and I still remember that that time I was streaming and you and Belgiad were on the streaming. We were talking about starting the VR Aviators group on Facebook, and it now has almost 2,500 members. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty hot out. How we doing on fuel? Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna make it. 18 minutes, we're definitely gonna make it. 28 miles, we got this in the bag. Got it in the bag. Kind of bird out, getting back now. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Well, hopefully someday you can get back to doing your PPL. What did Delaware? New Jersey. Boom. A New Jersey. My son lives in Delaware. He went to Delaware University, actually. All right, so after this, we're going to get in. I tell you what, why don't we get in the citation longitude, and we'll put on the rain. We'll pick an airport out where there's not a lot of buildings, because if there's a lot of buildings, it's going to be, the frame rates are going to get choppy. So and we'll see what happens. Followed the waypoint, so it uploaded okay, but along the way it had some issues staying on the magenta, for sure. I'm sure that's going to get reported. That needs to be fixed. We also figured out that you can't tune the radios on the G1000. Maybe you could do it with key commands. I don't know what they are, so I'll have to map those. But that's a problem, because if you can't tune radios, I know that Keith at Pilot Edge was talking about they're going to be developing a client for this. And VATSIM is developing a client. If you can't tune the radios, how the hell are you going to fly on Pilot Edge and VATSIM? Now, maybe it's just glitched out here. I don't know. It's the first time I ever tried to tune it. Let's see if I could tune the nav radios. Yeah, those I can tune. And I could switch between them. That works. Okay, so the nav radios work. But the comms does not. There's no other comms radio. Is there another comms? Let's see if this comms works. Nope. So the comms button doesn't work. Let's see if the barometric pressure works. Oh, that's a problem. What? Wait. Comm audio. Oh, duh. Again, pilot error. Okay, my bad here. All right, let's go. We're gonna go 118.275. My bad. I was pressing the wrong thing. I can tell you that 75% of the time I had a problem. It was because I'm picking something up. We're not getting any width. Let's see if we can get. Yeah, it would help if I use the right one. So let's go to that's OBI. 119.6. Let's try 119.6. No, we're not getting any weather. Okay. We're getting something there. Yeah, so that was my my error, of course. Okay, let's see where the hell we are here. Yeah, it does. ATC sucks and explain. Alright, so we're 17 miles. We're pretty far. See, it's taking us way out over here. Now, I've flown in this area a lot in X-Plane, so I know this area pretty well. Yeah, I never even tried ATC in X-Plane. The ATC in here seems pretty good. I used to use Pilot Edge. I haven't in a while. I actually started looking into. I installed VATSIM on X-Plane, so I'm going to be using that on X-Plane. I don't like um, well, it's not really AI, but the computer-based ATCs. I guess it's probably good though to learn for learning. You know, so from that perspective, it's actually pretty good. I was actually going to do a flight using ATC, like flying out of Key West to Miami or something. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, X-Planes is awful. There's a lot of great things about X-Plane. There's a lot of crappy things about X-Plane, like any sim, right? Look at the cloud reflections here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so I had that drone camera working. For some reason, it's not working anymore. I gotta fix that up. So let me ask you a question. I promise that I'm I'm not gonna I'm not gonna get political. I was almost tempted to get political there, but I'm not gonna get political. No, the good solution is Pilot Edge or VATSIM. Pilot Edge is great. $20 a month. You fly in California, Southern California for $20 a month. You got a lot of airports, and you're talking to a human, and you've got to follow a process. It's actually really good. It's actually really good. But like I said, I think this ATC on Microsoft Flight Simulator is much better than X-Plane seems to be. I was going to try it out. I think it's a good way to learn. In fact, what we'll do is, now that we can tune the radio, I think it's 122.7. Yeah, so let's tune our radios to 122.7. And we'll go to CTAF. Let me go in a little closer so I can read the damn thing. And we'll play it the right way here. All right, so I got on 122.7, and you can start to hear some. Turn up the level there. I agree. No politics. Yeah, ATC Live with VATSIM. Oh, with VATSIM in the settings? Oh, awesome. I might try that. There's a controller in New York. That New York does the New York area. I think in Florida. So there's some good East Coast flying. There's some in California. You can get some up near Chicago, I think, area. There's some, so it's pretty cool. All right, so we got to 7 miles. I think it's 10, so 17 total. That's one thing I don't like about this. Does this show us the miles? Oh yeah, it does. Okay, cool. So let's Oh, yeah, this has, okay, so in the G1000, this is supposed to tick down the miles, okay? So you can see exactly how far away you are. And once you go past these waypoints, it just basically takes the miles away. So it would show like 6.7 miles right here. It doesn't. That has to be fixed. That's pretty lame. Let's check out nearest airport. I wonder if I'm gonna have to test that out and see if that works. Now this is strange. Oh, I see. Why? Here's a strange thing. I never put peeps on there. Oh, why is it's showing a line? Look at that. It's showing a bent line at peeps to go into Ozo. I never put peeps on there, so that should be a straight line to Ozo. So it thinks I have peeps on there, but I don't have peeps on there. Okay. Another problem with the G1000's got some issues. But that's okay. All right. Once we get to Ozu, we'll announce. We're gonna do it the right way here. We're gonna be landing on runway 10, straight in approach. Full stop. We're gonna call our tail number 328. 328 Bravo Yankee. They are. I mean, those guys, they have to go through training, and they do a really, really good job, and they'll help you. They have a whole what they call a cat rating system, and a VFR and IFR rating system, so you can go through and learn. It's very good. If you want to learn how to pilot, especially become a private pilot, get your private pilot's license, and learn how to, prepare for that, Pilot Edge is a great way to do it. It's very cool. All right, so we're going to land here at Cape May, and then look, we're going outside the waypoint. See? You get the map up there. There we go. See? Well, that should not happen. Now what'll happen is, and see, this is a bent line. This should be a straight line right to here. It's completely missed that waypoint. All right, so I know we're about 10 miles. All right, so Cape May traffic, what are we? Cessna. Cape May traffic, Cessna 328 Bravo Charlie. We are Bravo Yankee. We are 10 miles west of the field. We're landing straight in approach runway 10, full stop, Cape May. Sorry, we're at 1,700. Got to tell them that. Let me zoom in here and see if we can see the airport. Airport's right over there. See how that did that? That's kind of messed up. So I'm gonna take a video of that so people can show that to people. The nice thing about the NVIDIA cards is they have this ability to record the last 5 minutes of video, which is awesome. All right, I'd like to just get it up a little bit, not that much, just so I can see the nose a little bit. There you go. All right, so we are 4 miles. Cape May traffic 328 Bravo Yankee. We are 4 miles west of the field at 1,700. We'll be landing straight in approach runway 10, full stop, Cape May. Fumble through that. Actually, let's just do Cape May traffic, Cessna 328 Bravo Charlie. 3.5 miles west of the field on straight in approach on final Runway 10, full stop, Cape May. Got another botch that too. All right, so we're gonna get this off autopilot. Time to get ourselves. We're gonna do a mixture in. Gas is good. We got plenty of gas. Man, this thing's really good on gas. We're gonna throttle down. Now that throttle sounds okay. There's 100%, and there's coming down. That's good. All right, we'll put our first notch of flaps in. Yep, we got the runway. I'm gonna be into the pattern on the left downwind. So 10. We're gonna do a pattern. We'll do a pattern here. Cape May traffic 328 Tango, 328 Bravo Charlie. Be entering the pattern on the left downwind for runway. I think it's 24. Full stop, Cape May. I'll tell you what it is in a second. Hold on. Two 8. Cape May traffic, Cessna 328 Bravo Yankee. We are on the left downwind for runway 28, full stop, Cape May. There's the beautiful New Jersey beach there. So where's our heading bug? 28. We want to go to 2. Where's 28? Come on, 280. What? Oh, 280. What? Sorry. Oh, I didn't even see it there. 28. Give me 28. There you go. Cape May traffic 328 Bravo Charlie, turning left base for runway 28. Full stop, Cape May. It's a pretty wide base. Cape May traffic 328 Bravo Charlie, turning final for runway 28, full stop, Cape May. Well, we overshot it a little bit. It's hard when you don't see. In VR, I never overshoot them because we can see them all the time. Let's go full flaps there.
500.
Trimming her out. Trimming her out. Trim, 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 trim. It's kind of a sloppy landing, but it's beautiful. Synthetic vision on a Cessna. Bleed it out, let that energy release from the plane as we flare it out. That's how we do that. Yeah, we slowed her down though. Well, that was a nice trip, I would say. Let's clean up the plane here. Thank you for the 8. I'll take an 8 any day. An 8 and everybody's still alive. By the way, I had to do the landing and switch the camera, so that's kind of cool. Added workload of streaming. So much nicer having like pedals. I was flying yesterday with using the the Thrustmaster stick that I have, and I just hate flying with that thing. I mean, this is like steering my feet is, you know, the way to go. Hey Ronald, thanks. Stick around because I'm going to jump in the citation longitude real quick. I just want to see the rain effect. But just having pedals is awesome. Is this van going to race us or what? I guess not. Yes, I will. We'll go to a different airport. I'm using a CH Products flight sim yoke. It's, you know, the cheaper one. It works fine. I'll probably get a honeycomb at some point once they come out with their throttle. That's a $400 investment. I'd rather take that $400 and upgrade my computer, to tell you the truth. I gotta adjust the sensitivity on the pedals. Yeah, sensitivity on the rudder is a little too oversensitive. Like I should be able to. That's actually pretty good there. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. All right. Parking brake is on. What's up? That's a cool shot right there. Let's get a picture of that. All right. All right, let's pick a place to go that doesn't have a lot of trees and stuff and buildings. So let's go to, I know where we'll go. Main menu. All right, so we learned a few things about the GPS there. They need to do some work on it, for sure. But this next plane is totally killer. All right, we're going to go boom. We're going to select this guy right here, the citation longitude. A killer plane. Let's make sure we got enough juice in it. 50%. That should do us. Close. Where can we go? Where can we go? Where can we go? We can go to AT-17. Where's AT-17? I can't take off from an airstrip, dude. It's a jet. Come on. Oh, Atlanta. Okay. AT-17. KL Atlanta. Let's see Atlanta. ATL. Okay. I'm game. What? No That's the wrong one. PDK, where's PDK? KPDK, in honor of okay. I flew in Augusta, out of Augusta, Bush Field yesterday. Does this have a, there's a lot of trees around here? Let's see. There's a lot of trees. It'll bog things down, so I might have to switch. I wanted to go to a place where there wasn't a lot of trees. That's why I was going to pick Key West, because it's right around the water. In fact, I might just go to Key West. But yeah, so I was flying the DA42, I think, or 40, whatever it is, around. All right, so hopefully it doesn't have a lot of trees. Around Augusta, I was flying the DA40, and all of a sudden the simulator started to like freak out. It was like losing frames and like just going nuts, and the plane was literally like flying a washing machine. Well, I already went to PDK, Jack. So, hey, Jack, X-Jack, or is it just Jack Mac? So we're just gonna go here, try it out. Turn on. Oh, I forgot to turn the damn weather on. I guess I could do that while I'm in the plane. Yeah. Yeah, trees kill frame rate. That's what before you joined here, I was saying that one of the saving graces that I found in yeah, a lot of trees near Atlanta. So I'm gonna go to Key West. A lot of the saving grace that I found in X-Plane was zapping all of the trees. They're horrible anyway. Jack is enough. All right, cool. They're horrible anyway, so I just got rid of them all, and now it literally gave me like 10 frames per second when I got rid of the trees, especially in the Northeast. Like now I can fly pretty much any plane out of LaGuardia. Before, if I put like the PC-12 or if I put like the SR-22 in LaGuardia, it would be like chop, 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 chop. So that was nice. Antarctica, dude. Oh yeah, there's no trees there. There's no trees there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move from here because I think this is gonna be Chop City. Let's see. Just check out this plane. The G5000. Is this badass or what, dude? Is this badass or what? Now, I don't know how it works. Judging the way the G1000 works, I'm sure this probably has a problem too. But is this bad? Is this nice or what, man? Frames might be nice here. I've never looked into the cabin here. Let me just, how the hell do I get into the cabin? Smart cam, is that F? I want to go see what the cabin looks like. See if it's got the that. Just awesome looking. Well, I'm not sure how we can get into the cabin. I got to figure that out. All right, let's turn on weather. Let's see what the frames are like. We'll take a shot. Go to weather. We're gonna go to rain. There's the rain. Let's get up here and turn our. Well, let's go to. Get our panel lights on. And turn the seatbelts lights on. No, doesn't work. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Doesn't work. Tail flood's on. So let's go to fix cam 1. Let's go to pilot view. Oh, check me out. Check me out. Woo. Nice rain effect, Microsoft. Very nice rain effect. I would say wipers. Where would our wipers be? Wipers. I don't see any wipers on there, dude. No wipers. It goes too fast, doesn't need wipers. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Ready? So we're going to flaps to 1. I love this jet. I love this jet. Let's see what the rain effects look like. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. Stay on the runway. Stay on the runway. Come on, man. Get up in the air. Frame rates are pretty good here. Flaps up, gear up. Good choice of airport.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra, did you copy?
No, I didn't copy. I'm trying to fly the plane. I would say that I'm a little too aggressive on my climb here. I got up pretty damn fast.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra, acknowledge last transmission.
Let's avoid that cloud. Let's pick that spot right there. Get up through that blue hole there. This is so badass. I gotta tell you, in VR, this would be incredible. I don't think I have
Cessna
the...
X-ray Golf Sierra, did you copy?
No, I'm rogue. I'm going rogue. Yeah, I can't get up into there. I'm gonna hit some clouds here. I'm climbing at a too aggressive rate here.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra ATC services terminated.
Thank you. I have not tried to land this thing yet. F-16 escort out of Dobbins, yeah. I know, I'm really pushing it here. I'm pushing it. I'm trying to get up too fast. Uh-oh, what happened there? What? Look at the speed. Look at the speed. What? I just lost my airspeed indicator. Oh, I'm freezing up. I'm freezing up. I'm freezing up. I'm freezing up. Look at the ice. Look at the ice. But I lost the airspeed indicator. That's pretty wild. All right, that's a problem. Yeah, I don't know where the hell's the de-ice. I don't know where the de-ice is. All right, well, it doesn't matter. We're in a virtual plane, so. But I don't think I should have lost my. Oh, maybe the thing froze up. That's determining my airspeed. All right, let's get back down. Yeah. So the problem is I got to figure. Let me do this. I'm gonna do stop. Do active pause, and I'm gonna see if I can find where the hell this is. Okay, it's not there. Not there. EPU, rudder. Not there. Ice protection on. Okay, that's good. We got our airspeed back. Thank you. Yeah, the pitot tube froze up. All right, now we're up there, baby. Is this jet killer or what? I love this thing. I love this jet. I love this jet. All right, let's see if we can. We're 13,000. We can go higher. Yeah, real world problems. We're gonna break through the clouds here. I'm going to. I don't want to go too hot. I was going too hot. I mean, this is I know I'm being reckless. This is not how I would, But I really would. I was looking at this plane in real life. It's a $27 million plane. It's a $27 million plane. I think it just was delivered like last year. All right, we want to go through the clouds here. Yeah. We could take her up to 35,000, 40,000 feet. Haji, I think that with a 1650 and an i3, well, the i3 9100, I don't know much about that CPU, so I can't tell you. My guess is that you'd probably be on low or medium settings with that configuration, especially 8 gig of RAM. I think you need 16, I think, or 8 gig might be the minimum, so I think you're going to be stretching it. But you can go to on Microsoft's site. They have specifications, so you might want to take a look at that. Yeah, I have 32 gig. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. I tell you what, these clouds look killer up here, man. I think if I break out here, we're gonna break out to like this is like legit, like what it really kind of like looks like, the volume of them and everything. This is fun. Yeah, we're climbing pretty quick. We're burning some fuel. But I mean, this plane isn't hard to fly. You just, basically turn the APU off. It's not like you have to, like, read the manual to fly it. I don't think. I mean, I'm flying it now, so. Once you know where everything is. HUD control. Oh, I see. What is this? HUD control. Not sure what that is. Yeah, I would imagine like this one would probably be similar to like the Challenger 300 and X-plane, which is usually like about 125 knots, 130 knots landing speed. I've done a lot with that. I've landed that one a ton of times on real short runways too. So tried a few times. Might screw the pooch a couple times, but I'm sure we get it after a while. But I would love to take this. In fact, maybe the next flight I'll do, I'm going to take this plane on, like, a little cross country, We're almost out of the clouds here. Exactly, that's part of the fun, man. The feeling of being like a real pilot. Now, could you imagine? I'm just imagining this plane in VR. Wow. This plane in VR is going to be awesome. But that rain effect was really nice. It did a nice job with the rain effect. I mean, if I had turned on the... oh, there we go. We're almost there, guys. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, I was the same way. I was like, oh, I'm waiting for VR. I said that in the beginning, and I just couldn't, like you, I couldn't wait. I wanted to try it. Plus, for a YouTuber, it's a content maker. Look how crisp and clean this cockpit looks. That's just... They did an unbelievable job modeling that. Look at that. Are you kidding me? It's beautiful. All right. We're going to break through the clouds, get into some blue sky, and there we go. Here we go. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. How would i7-700 with... Which kind of GPU do you have? Fran, which graphics card do you have? I'm using an i7-6700. So you have about a 20% 15% maybe, you know, improvement on CPU to me. But which GPU you were using? I'm going to go into this little valley of clouds here. It's an Acer PC. Okay, so you don't know which graphics card you have? Because you're going to need a I mean, what kind of graphics card? Let's go outside. Level her off. I'm going to hold this level. That's a cool shot. The belly shot. Ooh, look at that. You can see through the clouds there. That's pretty cool. Rudder cam or tail cam? I like that one. I don't know why this happens. It's weird. The cockpit is weird. Okay. Yeah, but do you know what type of graphics card you're using? Do you have like an NVIDIA graphics card? If you don't have a graphics card, you can't run it. Runit.com. Check out runit.com. But if you don't have like a, you know, you need like a decent graphics card. This is so cool, man. I want to get like 35,000 so we could. Yeah, if you don't, your CPU sounds okay. Okay. If you've got 32 gig of RAM, you should be okay. But it's all going to depend on your graphics card. Well, that was pretty cool. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for me today. I appreciate you guys dropping in. You want to do a barrel roll? All right, let's do a barrel roll. Hold on. Let me get some speed. Let's do a barrel roll. We're going to do a barrel roll. Hold on. Ready? Everybody just puked. All right, we'll do another one from inside here. Ready? One more. I'm killing the manifold here. Manifold pressure. Take care, Fran. Thanks for stopping by. All right, let's give it some power. All right, guys, get ready. Ladies and gentlemen in the back, please buckle your seat belts. We have been requested by the co-pilot to do a barrel roll, and we're at 284 knots, which should give us sufficient power. We're adjusting our elevator trim right now, and we will be banking to the right this time. So here we go. Pretty responsive. All right, let's do a dive now. Let's dive her down. See how fast we can. We're gonna trim her down. See how quick we can get through the clouds into the.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Oh, plane just. I overstressed the aircraft. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll be back soon with another stream, guys. I love that plane. All right, guys, take care. Again, Donovan was great talking to you again, guys. Take care. Have a great evening, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.